People, when you get married, that's what that person's job is, not your parents. Part of the vows when you get married is to take care of each other. No, I know you do, Miss Gloria said. I speak from experience. So I did a posting on my Instagram, and the postagram that I posted, Miss Gloria, it said this. It said, women of color are the ones that say that they don't need a man, but you're having babies without CHH. CHH, career, house, or husband. What I'm simply saying in rebuttal to Miss Gloria, she says, but if she gets sick, cancer, or whatever, who's going to be there? Those are definite exemptions to when you about your children. But how about, and I want to be clear about something. I was talking to a very beautiful woman this weekend. I was talking to a very beautiful woman this weekend. Her name is Heather. She's very beautiful. And I told Miss Heather, after she said, well, guys be X, Y, Z, Z, and whatever, I said, well, you can always tell about the intentions of a man by how you meet them. You see, call me stupid, but I have a belief. And what I believe is if you meet Jiggy, you're going to get Jiggy during a relationship. I don't know, call me stupid. But here's what I've noticed. This is going left. This is what I've noticed. What I've noticed is that a lot of women, they meet Jiggy and they want Jiggy niggas to have a husband department. Appreciate those thumbs up. Hey, listen, y'all know I charge $1 to watch my live streams. You know, I just don't say it a lot. I charge $1 to watch my live streams. If you can't give me my dollar, it's okay. If you ain't got $1, it's cool. Just be a button bastard, man. Hit that thumbs up button. That's your fee for watching my videos. Your fee is to hit that thumbs up button. Miss Gloria knows Miss Gloria have a video balance. She has a video balance, okay? So you individuals, you got to understand. You got to understand this. When you, depending on who you are, when you're going to meet a person, you need to know if you meet a Jiggy individual, please don't try to turn that dude into a husband. Just keep everything Jiggy. Keep it street. Because the byproduct, we're going to go with that word again, the byproduct of Jiggy, it's pain and getting played. That's the byproduct of Jiggy. That's the byproduct. That's what you're getting. Go suck a brick. Don't try to change this narrative. The byproduct of Jiggy. You know, the dude's Jiggy. You met him, he was looking dap. He was dripping. He was balling. He was out there looking fleet or whatever the hell they call it, and you met him, and you said, huh, he makes my coochie twinkle. I'm going to turn him into a husband. I have a better chance of turning a billy goat into a cow. But when you meet that dude, because I always tell individuals that I deal with, remember how you met me. Remember how you met me. Remember how you met me. You see the stories on TV all the time, don't you? The family, mom and dad. How did you and dad meet? And they're always sitting at a table and drinking coffee. Oh, I met your father. It's always a beautiful story. Hunter said, single black mothers are the Judas goat. Yo, he said it, not me. He said it, not me. He said, single black mothers are the Judas goat that lead their children to the slaughterhouse. Oh my. Oh my. By kicking fathers out of the home and sacrificing the children to the streets and the government. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. How dare you say something so god dang on catastrophically true? How dare you? I got to screenshot that. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Damn. Let me screenshot that. Even Gloria said, wow. Let me wow that. I wow that too, god damn it. Shit. Damn. Let me read that again. What the hell is going on this morning? What the hell? Yo. Yo. X-Men Hunter. What's going on, Edmund Welch? Discussing dads. He's here. He said, single black mothers are the Judas goat that lead their children to the slaughterhouse by kicking fathers out of the home and sacrificing their children to the streets and government. I said, damn! God damn! Jesus Christ! What the hell? What's going on, Black? Salute to you too, my man. I said, damn! Whoa! Just calm the F down. Calm the F down, everybody. I thought I had a mellow live stream going on here. He gonna drop a nugget. Even Jerry is over on Facebook laughing. I said, God damn. I said, God damn. Shit. Let me read that again. I'm sorry. Then I'll continue. I remember where I was at. I got a good memory like that. Single black mothers are the Judas goat that lead their children to the slaughterhouse by kicking fathers out of the home and sacrificing their children to the streets and government. Damn. What the fuck is going on here? Wow. All right. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, Miss Gloria made the comment, but when the children get sick, we must. Oh, no doubt. But when you get married, it says, in sickness and in health, for better or for worse. That's why you get married. That's why you kind of put everything on marriage. That's why you do that. That's where that comes in at, because the umbilical cord is cut when the child is born. Then there's a mental umbilical cord that is cut once again when the child turns 18. People, they didn't have buy here, pay here. well, that, wow, 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 wow. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Miss Lucas is just, Miss Lucas is just punching me all in the head, all in my head. Miss Lucas said, if you marry the right person, I'm going to be clear when I say this. There ain't a person that got married to somebody that didn't know what the hell they were marrying. We all, listen, I'm going to tell you something that I did. I got married when I was 19 for all the wrong reasons. I got married at 19 and it ain't have nothing to do with love. It had everything to do with my childhood. That's all. We don't get married. When you're young, you don't get married for love. When you're young, you don't know what the right person is. I want to be clear when I say that. I'm guilty of that myself. You don't. I got married because I wanted to have a family. So chances of you rolling the dice, chances of you rolling the dice and getting that right one when you're young, not happening. All right. Chances, it's a chance, but slim chance. So, and that goes back to what I was saying. When you marry somebody, when you know, the vows of marriage says for sickness and in health, etc., etc. Why are babies being born? Why are you, a lot of you men, why are your daughters out there producing children exempt with an exemption from these vows? You know why? You know why your daughter's out there accepting skeet? Your daughter's out there accepting skeet because of you. Because of you. Your daughter's out there accepting skeet because she's daddy's little girl. And daddy's little girl, okay, I want to be clear when I say this. Daddy's little girl turns into grown dad up insurance. Yeah, I bleeped it. Daddy's little girl, she grows up and needs daddy up insurance. Yeah, daddy, I took the ski, I fucked up. I need that insurance. I need to make a claim on your wallet. I'm sorry, I'm having fun this morning. Highlight of my day. It's the highlight of my day being in here just cacking. It is. It's the highlight of my day. I'm ecstatic. Just sitting here looking at all these forms, looking at all these cameras, knowing that I'm getting interaction from people saying, whoa. But that's what it is. Daddy's little girl at 13 ain't little no more. It's time for you to mentally start changing the transition. And let me tell you the reason why Atia Bradley and her daughter gave me the final dildo in 2009. God damn. Edmund Wells said, in sickness and in health should be re-termed into sabotage through treachery. God damn. God damn. Boy, y'all some ruthless cats this morning, boy. What the hell? Y'all ain't have a good weekend or something? God damn, boy. Ah, ah. In sickness and in health should be re-termed to in sabotage and through treachery. God damn. The hell? I went on a I went to the movies to see Joker with a very beautiful woman. Came over and hung out with me yesterday. We had veggie pizza. Shoot, I squeezed her booty. I'm a booty squeezer. Um, Anthony Clark said, the only thing I gave my daughter once she turned 18 was advice. Her mother and her believed child support was the right thing, was right that lasts forever. Very well said. Anthony gets it. Hey, what's going on, Black? What's going on, Black Caesar? He's here. Very well said. But that's what y'all do. Daddy's little girl should be cut off. Now, I'm going to tell you the reason why Atia Bradley and her daughter fucked me in 2009. You see, Atia Bradley wanted to show her daughter that she was in control at all times. People, I'm going to tell you something. If you go to the store and buy some orange juice and see organic and then see regular, there will be no doubt that anybody could tell you that the regular orange juice has more sideways stuff in it than the organic orange juice. Let's just know it's certified, etc., etc. So the ingredients to the organic orange juice it's a more wholesome, more pure product than the regular orange juice. Hey man, I need to get my thumbs up on YouTube, man. Come on, man, stop fucking with me. Give me my thumbs up. Y'all know I charge $1 to watch my live stream. Give me my thumbs up, or it's okay if you ain't got that dollar, man. Just be a button bastard. Hit that thumbs up button. Now, you guys can say to yourself, this is a different perspective. So, what I do is I used to try to help Atia Bradley's daughter understand the one thing that you are as a woman is you're stupid. Women are stupid, men are dumb. I'll get to the men later on in another video. But what I mean by women are stupid is they actually think when that guy smiles at them that he really likes them. They actually think that when a man smiles at them, that man like him. No, he just wants some pussy. So I used to try to help Atia Bradley's daughter understand this perspective by saying, listen, that independent crap your mom is teaching you, that's your mom's gig. My job is to help you understand your weaknesses as a woman. All right? So, you individuals, you got to understand, you got to understand. You got to understand. You got to understand. I was teaching my daughter to understand that her weaknesses as a woman. And if you think that every guy that smiles at you really like you, they just want some booty. Then after you get the booty, they're going to process you. Okay? So Atia Bradley's daughter knew that the summer was coming. And she knew that the summer was coming. So what Atia Bradley wanted to execute Operation Kadad. And Operation Kadad is it's my time dildo treatment. So it was, I'm going to impose my will on your dad's time. So what do you want to do for the summer? I want to do this, mommy. Tell your dad he want to do that. And if he say no, I'm not going to send you with your dad. And then when you don't go with your dad, he's going to be a cute little bitch. He's going to be a cute little bitch ass. And he's going to run down to the courts like a good bitch. And then by the time they give us a court date, it'll be October and the summer will be over and I will allow you, little girl, to do what you want to do. That's how it went down. So Atia Bradley's daughter came around to me. Sit back, just re-listen if you hadn't heard the story. Atia Bradley's daughter came around me, and then she did the old classic. You know when somebody goes, "Oh yeah, you got that dollar? You got that money you owe me?" We all know that when somebody say, "Oh yeah," like they just thought of it. "Oh yeah" means I'm just trying to find the right moment to say it, and when I do say it, I'm gonna act as if I just thought about it. So Atia Bradley she hit me with the, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, Daddy, Mommy said she want me to go to blah 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 for summer camp. Your mama wants you to go on my time." Boy, I should have been the good bitch and said, "Okay, what your mama want? What your mama get? What your mama want is what your mama get." But I said no. At 11 and a half, at 11 years old, it's time for you to start transitioning from a little girl into a young lady. You're gonna work in the office and blah. And by the way, your mother dictates nothing on my time. My daughter probably went like this: "Nigga, you have no idea. Nigga, I don't know what you thinking." Went back to her mom. "What did your daddy say?" "He said I can't go." "Okay, I'm gonna put mommy. I'm gonna invoke mommy law 18267. What that mean, mommy?" "That means huck him." "Oh, yeah, okay." And but what Atia Bradley or her daughter didn't realize, I had turned 40 years old. And I was talking to a very beautiful woman over the weekend. She said when she moved here to Virginia, she left all her problems where she was leaving. People, it's a very beautiful thing when you literally walk through a door of a mental state and you are an entirely different person when you walk through that door. When I walked through the doors of 40, from 39 to 40, I said to myself, I am not dragging this Atia Bradley court stuff into my 40s. They didn't know it. When the summertime came, it was business as usual. "Oh, we're going to just fuck a dad. We're going to fuck him because we can fuck him whenever we want." I simply said, "Okay, you did that for the last time. Obviously, we will never have harmony. Obviously, you turned something that was so beautiful." Because let me tell you why a lot of you guys are here. A lot of you guys are here because no other man say the things that I say. See, I can publicly say, "Fuck my child." You said, "Fuck me," many a times. I can literally say, "I don't want to have shit to do with my daughter." Now, when I first did this back in 2015 or so, people were like, "Oh, man, I can't believe you said that, son. That's your seed, son." No, it's not. And then the more and more I said this, all of you guys start coming out of the woodworks. "Hey, man, I feel the same way." And then here's what y'all say: "I feel the same way, but," some funny stuff. Some funny stuff. "I feel the same way because my children did me wrong, but I felt as though if I would have said what you said, they would have called me a deadbeat dad." Oh, so you guys were walking around here with sore booty hole. Yep, sore booty hole. Under the context of you was worrying what someone else would think about you. See, that's not how it works over here. This book that I wrote, When Dads Cry, let me read to you what it says here in the book. Now I know what it said because I wrote it. I'm gonna read to you what it says, if y'all don't mind. Okay. This book is dedicated to Todd Smith Sr., my dad. Dad, I want to thank you for providing me with your DNA. Dad, I want to thank you for helping me and giving me a blueprint and showing me how to navigate myself throughout this cold, harsh world, as well as being a man. Dad, I want to thank you for teaching me that men don't make excuses. Dad, thank you for showing me that being a man at all times is non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable. Being a man at all times is non-negotiable. Thank you, Miss Gloria said it's a good read. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Being a man at all times is non-negotiable. So I should have sat there and negotiated with, all right, so keep taking this bull crap or worry about getting called something that I know I'm not. Gee, boy, that's a hard one. So that's why you guys, you come here and you listen to me and you say, yeah, man, I feel the same way. Don't look now, but you just classified me. You solidified the fact that I am an advocate. Thank you. Because here's what I believe. My dad taught me that men don't make excuses. So if I'm at a house and I have a family and the lights get turned off, guess whose fault that is? Yep. If I'm in a house and we don't have nothing to eat, guess whose fault that is? That's what my dad taught me. So I sat down there and I just allowed Atia Bradley to do me wrong, do me wrong, do me wrong, and took advantage of the teachings of my father. Very well said. Black Caesar said, fellas, you must realize that these women poison the minds of the children. The children will carry out their orders because they're their first teacher. Yep. And now I realize one thing. You got to be good to me on Monday. You got to be good to me on Tuesday. Don't look now, but your calendar actually have all these days on it. You got to be good to me on Wednesday. You may not believe this, but you got to be good to me on Thursday too, and Friday, and Saturday. I need to stop. And Sunday. You got to be good to me. Anytime you're not, any attempts at pressing my buttons, I will make you feel sorry you ever even thought of it. Now, when I said this to a woman back in 2013, she said, well, women are supposed to press a man's buttons. That was the last time we had a conversation. I'm losing track. I'm getting off track. I do apologize. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So when I turned 40s, Atia Bradley and her daughter didn't know. And part of Atia Bradley's daughter executing her dad system so well for her mother, Atia Bradley, is because good old-fashioned me. Yep, that's right. I'm going to take full responsibility for that. Yep, you guessed it. Tell him what he won, Bob. You won a lifetime of pain. That's right. By you just allowing your child to be daddy's little girl, you ran into a lifetime of pain, fully with migraines and heartbroken and a full onslaught of depression. Back to you, Jim. Oh, Chris, you just won that. It's a lifetime supply, by the way. How many of you out there can truly say your daughter played you like a bitch on the street? Your daughter treated you like you was trying to get some pussy. These are the games you play with those guys, not your father. A lot of you guys had children out of wedlock. You wasn't married to the woman. So basically, you are your children's mother's ex-boyfriend. That's what you are. You are your children's mother's ex-boyfriend, but you are that child's father. So when does the boyfriend outrank the father? Think about this. Atia Bradley's daughter destroyed what we had for life, and I'm just her mother's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. Her mother will go through life and have many of ex-boyfriends. Yeah, I'm one of them. That's all I am to Atia Bradley's daughter's mother. I am her ex-boyfriend. And you borrowed, this is why black women will always scare me. I've never seen such a group of women that borrow each other's pain like black women. A black woman will sit down at a train station. A black woman to come next to that black woman and say, is someone sitting here? No. Oh, no, you can have a seat. That black woman could be reading a book, How to Make Another Million. That black woman could be sitting there, be a millionaire. How to make another million. That black woman will sit down into that black woman and say, what you reading? Oh, a book on how to make another million. Another million. So you're a millionaire? Yeah, I own Vafe Calais Chalet. Oh, wow. Hey, I heard about that. Yes, yes. How you doing? I'm well. I'm well. Just it's a very good book. You heard of this book? No, I haven't. Oh, it's a good read. I don't read. Every time I try to better myself, the nigga that I fuck with, he be beating on me. What? What? She'll close that book up. What? What? Yeah, he beat me. He kicked me in my big toe. Oh, he kicked you in your big toe? That woman would say, then they'll say, flight one at the train 185 approaching on track 5. Well, it was nice talking to you. I hate that motherfucker. I hate what he's doing to you. And that woman will leave that woman with all the hate that woman sat down there and programmed that woman with so much hate. And then you meet the woman and she got all this fabricated hate. And you're like, well, why? Have you been through any of this? No. All right. That's what Atia Bradley's daughter taught me as well. She will sit down there and borrow her mother's hate. That's what she showed me. But a lot of you guys, you are allowing your daughters to have a relationship with you like you're a nigga on the street, a deadbeat loser of a epic proportion. You're allowing that. You're allowing that. You're allowing a woman, you're allowing a child. First of all, what you got to understand is if you're dealing with that type of woman that don't want you in a relationship, you got to understand your child mother is feeding that child, that daughter, cripple information that the child mind isn't old enough to decipher. So it's coming to that child as a crippled lesson. Oh my. That lesson is crippled. It's crippled. It's crippled. I'm laughing at something else, by the way. It's crippled. You got a little 5-year-old, little 6, 7-year-old child trying to decipher a grown woman's emotions. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Miss Gloria said, and I quote, most women will do whatever it takes to make you miserable at all costs. Using kids is no exception. What's going on, David? Very well said. Very well said. Yeah. Um, I personally will never believe that once a woman, on the terms that I broke up, Atia Bradley was beating on me. Atia Bradley, her thing was, I'm going to beat on you and you're going to have to deal with me because I'm a black woman. And us black women, you must take us as we are and love us for who we are. I'm not going to better myself. I gave that nonsense 7 months. She started, I gave it 7 months. And then Atia Bradley said, oh, you're not going to let me beat on you? Went back to talk to her nigger friends. And then that turned into, well, girl, don't let him see the child. It was like, we broke up to no fault of her own. That's why we broke up. And remember, today is the 28th, because I always got to say the date. Today is the 28th of October, 2019. Atia Bradley used to beat on me. I like to say the date for those that are new. I like to say the date when I say Atia Bradley used to beat on me, so she can, because when my former co-host, yo man, you can't say your child's mom name. Why? Newscasters say, hi, in tonight's news, Chris Smith started the League of Dads and he stole $1 million from his bank. They say my name on the news. Well, I can't say a name. That's the dumb myth that a lot of you men go through when it concerning how you should handle the problems that you are having. You got all these disclaimers that you impose on oneself like an idiot. Oh, I just cracked myself up. I'm sorry. I just cracked myself up. But check this out. Let me add this in. I was talking to a woman last week, and this woman said a woman's supposed to put her children, her husband, even before her children. You believe that? I ain't gonna say you believe that it, because it's not it. When she said that, I was like, oh my, oh my. That's what I said. All right, my battery is getting low. Battery get low. Get low. Get low. All right. We having fun this morning on WNFL National Fathers League Talk Radio, 98.3.com FM. I'm your host, Chris One Radio Group. Man, listen, y'all, I'm the man, not the myth. I do this thing because I love doing what I do. I do love doing this. I love getting in this chair, sitting with you guys for 3 hours before I start my day. I try to do this thing as much as I can. I have to admit, some nights last week I had insomnia. I couldn't sleep, but I got me some good sleep last night. I'm gonna tell you guys something. This is some true stuff. I slept in my bed last night. Last night, I slept in my bed for the first time in about 6 months. Ain't that something? Last night, I want y'all to listen to what I just said. Last night, I slept in my bed for the first time in about 6 months. And I got the best night's sleep of a long time. I would sleep on the couch. I would sleep on the couch. I appreciate that, Max. Max said we appreciate you. Now I appreciate y'all for being here. I really do. Thank you so much, man. But I slept in my bed, and I was like, wow, this is roomy. Cause what happened is I work out so hard now. I work out so hard. I said I can't sleep on the couch no more. I don't need to take nap sleeps. I need to get into bed and take like just I'm out sleep. Like I literally slept good last night. You know, I did. I slept great last night. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Y'all some nosy motherfuckers. But I slept great last night. I'm gonna tell y'all some nosy mother. But I had a great night's sleep. I did. I had a great night's sleep. Uh, Miss Gloria also said, if they feel you did them wrong, they will make it their lives work to torture you because most can't move on. Right. Gloria, they all feel as though you did them wrong. Atia Bradley think I did her wrong. Atia Bradley don't see nothing of what she did. I can tell when Atia Bradley filed a restraining order against me, she didn't put none of the abuse that she did to me in there. Nothing. So I wouldn't know. You would be showing me something if you showed me a woman that actually said I did wrong, and that's why we broke up, and he deserves a better. I would be surprised to hear that. I would be. They exist. I don't see them. My man, my man Edmund Welch, he's watching me over on Facebook. He said all of the animal life forms that kill their mate, the black woman had to be the human evolution. Wow. I got to screenshot that, brother. I got to post that on my social media. Wow. Damn. I'm going to read that again. Of all the animal forms that kill their mate, the black woman had to be the human evolution. Damn. People, I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going to go left for a second if you guys don't mind. I'm going to get back to reading the comments in a second. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. Y'all know I charge $1 to watch my live stream. But I'm cool over here when it comes to that money thing. We ain't going to do a y'all don't donate video over here. We ain't going to do that. But what y'all need to do is give me my Pay me. by just giving me a thumbs up, man. Come on, man. Stop fucking with me. If you're watching me on YouTube, share it. I'm going to tell y'all something. RZA said, that's the truth. He said, damn, that's the cold truth. But I'm going to tell y'all something. I have black women that come over here and drop in. But I have white women that are fans. Let me say that again. I have white women that are fans. They're here every day. But I have black women that drop in from time to time. Out of 20,000 shows that I've done in my career, I've been called a liar once. I asked for specifics and never got them. So I'm not even going to count that. So out of 20,000 shows, I have been corrected many of times. And I just got corrected today. Maxwell said byproduct. I said a spinoff. Maxwell said, punk, byproduct. I was corrected. I love when I'm corrected. But this is a woman that wrote a book, a woman of color, by the way. And the name of this book that I hold in my hand is called The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. And at the bottom in bold letters, it says, read it before she does. This book has solidified how I understand women of color. Now, I've never, ever, ever said white women are better than black women. I've never said that. I said white women have a better mindset. I said that. I stand by that. You can't explain to me otherwise. You can go ahead and preach to the cows come home. You know, the Angry Man, we had did a show one time back in 2015. And the Angry Man said, because I like giving people give them their respect for what they said. The Angry Man said, black women will treat you and love you, love you, love you, but their default setting is having an attitude and hate you. That is their default setting. He said it, not me. I agree with it. A lot of you listen to me. Your opinion and views it's your own. I am not trying to work hard to get you. Trust me. If whatever ill wills you think of me, I got my Prius outside. When I get in that Prius, guess what? It's still gonna start. You can hate me all you want. My Prius is still gonna start. Follow me. When I see a woman of color, I try my best to avoid them. I can see a woman that have a voluptuous body, and I will look at that woman now, and she'll be looking at me like, "Oh my God, look at that tall, dark Humpson," and I will turn away. I make it my business to stay the fuck away from them. I do. How ironic. Miss Gloria said, "We are builders, not destroyers." We are builders, not destroyers. So, for those that want to listen to me and don't get what I'm saying, if you don't get what allow me to help you out. Please, allow me to help you out. I'm going to show you some postings And when I'm going to show you these postings, what I'm going to ask of you is to please find compatible Puerto Ricans or white women that posted something similar. I'm going to ask you, please. So allow me to now read to you what this says, posted by a woman of color. Ladies, we got to start giving niggas the pussy like this, how our grandmothers did and got the rent paid. How do you address trash like that? By calling them women, by calling them ladies. How do you do that? Now, the only rebuttal that a woman of color could say to that is, it ain't all of us. All I ask is find a white woman or a Puerto Rican that posted the same. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking you to give me a percentage, because what you ain't selling me on is you're not. Please, please, please allow me to continue. Please allow me to continue. Allow me to continue. Allow me to continue. Allow me to continue. Let me see if I can find this. I hope I didn't lose it. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I want to show y'all some more stuff. I want to show y'all this posting by yet another classic woman. I want to show y'all that. I mean, the hits just keep on coming. All right. I want to show y'all that this is what we got to deal with. Every time a woman of color speak, they speak from the perspective of only dealing with niggas. All right. And then it's up to you to say, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you're not like that. Come on. So allow me to read to you what this woman of color posted. To be honest, I think black women start falsely accusing black men of sexual rape, assault. It works for white women. They get a pretty penny from it. If black women can't get it through the marriage, then we might as well get it through the court. Black women don't marry. They simply want a baby daddy. But here's a woman setting the gauge of what white women get and saying, we need to get that too. People, I went to 3 weddings this year. Every time I went to the wedding, when it was time for the woman of color to throw the bride to throw the thing, I don't know what it's called, I seen single women of color. I ain't trying to catch that. But you look at the table where they're sitting at, a flock of babies. Please allow me to continue. Says it right here in this book. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. Says it right here. I wanna be anywhere you are. Says it right there. I know I'm going left. I'll be back. Says it right here in the book. Says it right there. All right. Says it right there. All right. I'll read to you what this says. Please allow me. I know I'm going left. I'll straighten up in a second. Get to the top of the hour, then I'm gonna take a break. Black women and black men and black women in America have a problem. They don't get along. Before the black man can devise a solution, he must know the components of the problem. The first factor is the black woman is out of control. People, this book was written 29 years ago. Once again, I have my regulars, my white women. They come and they, hey, Chris, hey, here's a contribution. I have women of color that peek in. You see, when they listen to me, they like what I say, but it's a lot to stomach. People, I don't have any YouTube channels called the Chris Smith Experience. All of my channels is an organization. I personally, I'm an introvert. What I'm going to do, create a YouTube channel, Chris Smith, the introvert, verts. Chris Smith, the Levert introvert. Chris, Chris Smith, being an introvert don't hurt. Chris Smith, get treated like dirt, being an introvert. Chris Smith, divert. No, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. I don't have any. I got nothing to say about my life personally. I don't. I ain't got nothing to say. I really don't think you're interested. I'm not interesting. I have a lot of toys. I have a very good life, but I don't, I don't floss my life like other guys floss their life. All right. I don't. So when I speak about these things, I speak more so out of disappointment than trying to uh, bash people. I don't need to bash. I don't. I don't need to do that. When I see a woman of color, uh, once again, if the prettier the woman, the lousier the guy she's going to be with, and that's just the way it is. You can think otherwise. Um, you can say no. I just personally me. Um, it is the way it is. There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do to change that. If you want to try and allow yourself to if you want to excuse me, if you want to try and allow yourself to be um, brought about a different perspective or a different narrative, hey, listen, hey, have at it. That's a you thing. I'm 50 years old though, and if you're telling me that if you're telling me that a man of my caliber is single, and I see individuals that are not, then that you can go ahead and try to figure out why, but it's obvious. And I'm gonna say this: I have a friend of mine that um I have a friend of mine that me and him was talking over the weekend, and I had a friend of mine, and we were talking, and this dude told me, "Yeah, man, I got to do my meal prepping." Right? Hey, man, I got to do my meal prepping. This is what he said. I got to do my meal prepping. So he's doing his meal prepping. But listen, at my age, I should have a wife that says, my man works out. I'm going to get up in the morning, make my man 5 eggs and some toast. I ain't asking for steak and whatever. And what I'm saying simply is, if you watch the no good guys, they get a lot of assistance. The no good guys, they get it all. That's what they get. They get it all. They get it all. In the black community, there's no other race of man that gets treated better than the black man that ain't shit. There isn't. There isn't. There is, let me say it again. In America, there's no other race of man that get treated so well than the black man that ain't shit by a woman. Let me add that, by a woman. You individuals, You don't even realize that. You don't even see it. But that's how it is in our community. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in anything that's scallywag. My life, my life. I'm going to position myself. I'm going to put myself in the best position possible. Hey, yo, DC, man, yo, you got to send me an email, brother. You, DC, didn't you pay me $39.99? Then disappear for this is the first time I'm seeing you since you paid me the $39.99. Come on, man, don't do me like that, bro. Guy paid me and disappear. That's one of the guys, y'all, I was talking about right there. That's him, Dedrick Champion. That's him right there. Yep, that's him right there. He paid me and disappeared. That's him. There we go. Everybody boo him. What's up, brother? Everybody boo him. He's a payer leaver. That's what he is. He's a payer leaver. He said, forgive me, man. I'm only messing with you, man. He's a payer leaver. I want to play this for you guys, though. I appreciate it. That was like 2 weeks ago. Don't worry, you ain't the only one. Another person did the same thing. Out of about 6 people, 2 people paid and just disappeared. Poof. Poofed on me. Yo, where the heck did he go? I'm trying to look for this posting. Oh, I just go like that, my IGs. So I'm gonna go on break, man. I gotta give me some coffee. And
A lot of us women push away good men because they intimidate us. And I wholeheartedly believe that to be true. And let me explain to you why.
Please do.
I said, as quiet as kept, there's a lot of women that are intimidated by a good man because he exposes her flaws and insecurities about herself by not being able to measure up to him.
Okay.
The man does not have to do this deliberately.
Okay.
It can be on a subconscious level, and she will be shown how much she is not doing or what she needs to work on by way of what he is doing. I hope that makes sense.
Indirectly.
Let me break it down to y'all.
Please do. Please do.
In case you didn't fully understand.
I understood, but break it down, sister.
Let me explain to y'all what I mean by that. It's a lot of women who encounter good men, but because this man is basically being a gentleman to her, he's going out of his way to support her. He's going out of his way to make sure that she's financially secure and stable, mentally stable, emotionally stable. He's going out of his way, and he's doing all kind of things for this woman. On top of being a stand-up guy, I'm talking about being the type of guy that has goals, aspirations, and dreams, and actually
supposed to now.
Sets toward those dreams to make them his reality. He's about his business, right?
Okay.
And a lot of us women, we say things like, I want a man like that, right? I want a man who's about his
business. To him.
I want a man that can take care of me.
Talk to him.
I want my man to be able to do this, that, and the third. But the truth of the reality is, ladies, a lot of us can't handle that shit. It scares the hell out of us. Why? Because
if you can stop and dissect what that woman just said, all the things that you're supposed to be in life, all the things that you go to school for, you go to college to be something, all the things that you have been taught, if you have good parents, this woman said, that scares the black woman. This is cataclysmically, this is troublesome. This is troublesome.
We are not used to that kind of treatment and behavior. We think that it's some kind of ulterior motive behind it, and we don't measure up.
Love is an ulterior motive.
A lot of us. I'm not gonna say all of us, ladies. Y'all, I'm just being real. Like I said, I gotta speak that uncomfortable truth for us to really let it soak in and marinate. Like I keep saying, if a man said from the same shit I'm saying right now, y'all would be attacking that man.
Oh no! No! No!
We throw it out the window, ladies. We gonna be real with ourselves.
Impossible.
I speak like this to you because I was once that woman.
Impossible.
I speak like this to you because I am a woman that had to check myself and see what I was doing wrong. Not all of us, ladies, but a majority of us. We can't accept this kind of truth.
I want y'all to listen to what this woman just said. And I was glad she said not all of us, but the majority. Let's talk about that for a second. It's the reason why this man sent me this video, and I thank him once again. I want you to think about the majority of black women. When I was on radio, I did a study. In some areas, there are 9 black women to every 1 man. In some areas, there's 7. But I'm going to go on the low end. I'm going to say 5 women for every 1 black man. So for every 1 million black men, there are 5 million black women. And the majority of them are like this. These are her words, not mine. Don't get mad at me because I'm a nerd. Don't get mad at me because I can articulate myself real well and I understand math. So now, she didn't say 10% of us are like that. She said the majority. So here I am at 50 years old, and I haven't ran into the unmajority. I ran into one of the majority, especially when you're slow like me. You know, you're not out there being a hoochie daddy and fucking everything just being wild. Every woman I met was like this. She said the majority. So for 5 women for every 1 man, the majority is 3 million women like this for every 1 million man. For every 1 million black men. Oh my God. And then she said, if we was to say this, we'd get attacked. Gee, ask me how I know.
Truth when it comes from the mouth of a man, a real man. Not no sucker out here just trying to spit game and talk shit about women. Not them. When a real man says the same shit that I say,
I love this one.
Y'all don't want to hear it, so I'm coming to you as your sister. I'm coming to you as a woman that was the same way that you are, that had that kind of mentality, that has to pick myself up and do something different. We are intimidated by good men. We can't handle that shit because they remind us of what we're not doing.
Oh.
Damn, he doing this for me. Damn, he doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. Oh, well, he's boring now. Oh, he's lame. I can't. And we start making up those kind of things in our heads because we're not used to it and we're not measuring up. Let's call a spade and be real. He's boring to you, which he's really not, but he's boring to you because he has responsibilities about himself. He has self-determination, self-motivation. He has self-discipline, and you can't handle that. So that's boring. Because you're used to encountering these niggas, and I say the word niggas, and I keep having
just let it flow, baby. You doing fine.
I say niggas, I do not.
You doing fine. You doing
being synonymous.
No. You doing fine. You doing fine.
Is a broad term that
you doing fine.
Is used to describe
you doing fine.
Characters, certain personalities.
Booty out, nigga.
No good ass people. Those are niggas.
Go ahead.
Not black people.
Got you.
Right?
Okay, keep going.
So a lot of y'all be like, I'm done with these niggas. And y'all be trying to say y'all done with black men, which you sound ignorant when you say
Thank you.
Like that.
Oh my.
Niggas come in all different shades, colors.
Oh my. I love this woman. Kick it.
What I'm trying to say right now.
No, you saying it.
You
saying it.
A lot of us women push good men away because they remind us of what we're not doing. They're showcasing to us a mirror. And it's like, damn, he doing this, he doing that. I'm not doing this, and I'm not doing that. So we subconsciously or consciously,
he don't care about my big booty.
Because we know we're not about shit. Let's just
be real. Oh my.
I ain't trying to get my life together.
Oh my.
I ain't trying to do all of that, not right now. I'm trying to live while I can, YOLO, you only live once. I'm trying to
Oh my God, I love this woman. Will you marry me?
So when you get a man that is gonna push you,
you're gonna push back.
You can't handle it. Because you're used to taking care of men. Not even men, niggas. You used to take care of men. So when a man comes to your life and steps to you and chin checks you like, okay, I brought my credentials, what you got? You're like, well, damn. I gotta bring something to the table. I am the table. No, you're not the table. The table is the relationship. The table is the foundation, what y'all trying to build upon.
Oh my God. They're gonna
assassinate. A man is not supposed to be trying to build on you.
They're gonna assassinate this chick.
Build together.
Oh, the sister gonna get her.
A lot of us women, we get with a man and it's like, I don't want to have to go outside of my comfort zone. I have to push myself. So I'd rather just settle right here and sit here and make it seem like, all men ain't shit, because we subconsciously want that. We subconsciously look for men not to be shit.
Oh my. Oh my. Find the white woman that had to do a video like this. It don't exist. What this woman said is 100% pure grade A truth. It's 100% pure grade A truth. 100%. What's going on, humans, man? I had to take a break, get me some coffee. I had to leave y'all with that. Honestly, so that's how it is. That's how I'm gonna end that. I had to go left. I had to go left for a second. I had to, and so just think about that. When you are in a relationship with the unfortunate relationship with a woman that you're dropping your child off, when you're dropping your children off. The number one problem that I have with a lot of men that I try to coach is that they are on this, everything is cool, I just need you for. Everything isn't cool. Everything is not cool. It is amazing to me when I talk to a man and that individual is not reading his role in the very game that he was invited to play. Nobody wants to play this game. I don't want to say, hey, I gotta go at my family. But this is what they've chose. What that woman said and what I talk about here, the ingredients, the bread and butter of my organization is what that woman is saying. If you don't understand it, let me break it down for you. Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. A white woman by the name of Candy Lightner started an organization. Her child was killed by a drunk driver. Candy Lightner responded with, I am so mad, found an acronym, Mothers Against Drunk Driver. It worked. Drunk drivers, they don't go run up to Candy Lightner and say, how dare you talk about us? Yeah, we drink and drive, and we only kill a little bit amount of people, but cancer kill people more. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. She started an organization, and she's allowed to vent without anybody saying, oh, you hate drunk drivers. John Walsh started America's Most Wanted, The Hunt, and a host of other catch a criminal shows because the unfortunate of his son was kidnapped and decapitated. It brought out the fight in him. People, when something happened to you, you can sit down there and be an idiot victim, or you can become an advocate. I've chosen to become an advocate. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. But John Walsh, you know him up today. Like I said, The Hunt, America's Most Wanted. No criminals don't call John Walsh up and be like, hey, man, stop talking about us. Hey, man, We good criminals. Hey, man, stop. And hang up the phone. But when I start an organization, I ain't talking about, hold on. Let me go into my skit. Yo, man, these bitches out here fucking, yo. Oh, that's some good kush. Yo, man. Yo, these out here having kids, you feel me? You know me? Yo, am I doing that? I'm not doing that. I articulate myself very well. Still, women of color come out of the blue. I could be doing a topic based on something else. But once again, the bread and butter of why I started this organization was the fact that I realized something about Atia Bradley. First of all, Atia Bradley was not the person that when we broke up that I was in a relationship with. She went totally left. You know, when somebody is doing you wrong, you threaten to break up with them to think that that will give them an incentive to act right. When a woman of color, you can't threaten a woman of color to break up. When you threaten a woman of color to break up, they like, oh yeah, and they go on into something else. Their fault or not. So the bread and butter of what this organization was built on was the fact that I realized something. I realized that it doesn't matter how great you are to your family as a man, as a black man, you will get treated like it. And no, not even my mom thinks that I'm not even my mom. How about that? My mom exposed to me this year in May. Nope, I don't like what you're doing. Why? She's a black woman. She put the final understanding in my head. Okay, so this is how it is. You individuals out there with daughters, your daughters will be the future of these women you talk about. For all you individuals out there that got daughters, and you sitting up on here today and say, yeah, well, my kids, blah, 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 blah. Your daughter is going to be the future dude. Your daughter is going to be the future black woman that some dude going to do a video talking about the shit that your daughter did to him. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. Because I'm going to tell you something what Atia Bradley daughter knows now. Let me tell you something that her daughter knows now. Her daughter knows now, oh, I used to think that I could screw my dad because my mom told me how he was going to respond. But my dad taught me, no, somebody else is not going to set the stage on how they respond to you. That person is going to respond based on how he or she see fit. Because Atia Bradley taught her daughter, and a lot of you out there, your child's mom is teaching your daughters the same thing. You can screw your daddy over all you want. You know why? Your daddy loves you, and your daddy is not going to. Yep. I like what Edmund Welch on Disgusted Dads. I like what he said. He said, today's society tells fathers they must reunify with their daughters as through their courting the king virgin child. Our sons must be approached as though we are afflicting combat vets. I'm sorry. Very well said. Here's basically what it gets down to is this. I posted something on my Instagram. Let me tell you why my perspective is so different. People, I've been in the military. And because I've been in the military, I got to go to different countries, seen different cultures, seen different people. I seen different. So I'm not going to come back here in America and see all this women uprising, women set the stage, women do everything, and a man sit down there and say, okay, I'm a bitch ass this week. Okay. Come back next week. Okay, I'm a stupid. Okay. Come back the week. It's just so many narratives change. Listen, people, I love when you guys come on and check me out, but one thing I'm not doing is I'm not co-signing men go their own way. I'm not co-signing that. There are women out there that don't think this way. They're out there. They're out there. I'm not closed-minded. As I told my friend over the weekend, 5 days out of the year, I don't know how it will be next year. 5 days out of the year, I want a child. I'll be like, I want another child. And I say to myself, I want another child to show Atia Bradley and her daughter, you lost. The love that you thought that I wouldn't be able to give to nobody else, I'm giving it to somebody else. That's what a lot of you guys got to realize. As I was stating earlier, and then I stopped, a lot of you guys are here because you never went to anybody else's channel and heard them say that having a child is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. And there isn't anything close. See, I proudly say these things, and I dare somebody to combat me on that statement. I dare for somebody to come to me and try to debate me and tell me I'm wrong for thinking otherwise, for not thinking otherwise. Having a child, hands down, is the worst thing that ever happened to me. The worst. Do I think it would have been that way had I had it with a Puerto Rican woman or a white woman? No, I don't. I don't. I don't. Very well said. My man Edmund Welch, he also made a comment. He's checking us out via Facebook. He said, you hit it on some, excuse me, you hit on it some time ago. Black women already falsely accused. The bar is set at public housing and welfare instead of higher prep. White women will target. Yep. What he's basically saying is, once a woman of color have your baby, that's all they want from you because now they qualify for Section 8 and welfare. White women, it's not like that with them. And it's not. And that's just facts. Edmund Welch also said, we men are the only ones that truly speak. Not all women are like that, but only when we experience that. Let me tell you this. People, when I got the call that this book was going to be accepted and I got a publication and distribution deal for this book, when I got that call, a lot of hurt left after that phone call. You see, like I told you guys, I could date a woman with 5 kids by 5 different dudes. I personally could. But there are certain things that I'm looking out for. And those things that I'm looking out for is self-admittance to just being a terrible choice at choosing where you're getting your Section 8 sauce from. I am not going to allow a woman to sit down there and say, I had babies with 5 men, they all were trash, they all this, that means you terrible at choosing men. Now, if I sit down with that woman and she says, I messed up, I was young and I was hot in the ass, as my grandmother would say, I learned. I dealt with a lot of things. I grew up. My man, I appreciate that. Hold on, let me send it to you. Oh, Edmund, if you're watching me on Edmund, you're watching me right now on Facebook. The PayPal is right on the page, on the link. If you just look up on the video, the link is it's right up there. But check this out. I'm not going to allow myself, I'm not going to allow myself to say, hey, I'm going to deal with this pain and hurt within, because if I speak about it publicly, people are going to hate me. You see, I'm the type of person, check this out. I'm the type of person that say things like, having a child is the worst thing that ever happened to me. And I dare you to question me. I know what I'm saying. It's, oh, what the hell? Oh, no, children are the great, beautiful bundles of joy of life. Who the hell are you talking to? Nah, no, they ain't. There's a lot of elements that are involved in that equation. People, I want to love. I want happiness. I know like I tell individuals, I'm looking for my I'm looking for my I'm happy. My woman needs to make me happier. That's what my woman needs to be, my You don't need to be my, oh, when a girl, you know, And I personally just don't think that's even possible with a woman of color. I don't. I don't. I just don't. I don't. I don't. Atia Bradley and her daughter, my own daughter and mother, showed me that. My own mother asked me something in May of this year, by the way, when this book was already done. This organization was almost 20 years old. My mom asked me this year, so what exactly do your organization do? She knew what it did, but she wanted to use that as an entry level to now question me on my approach to how I'm helping individuals. So it was, well, what exactly do your organization do? So I was supposed to have sat up there and just allowed my mom to drill me. Once again, y'all, I will protect that badge by any means necessary. If you come to me under, I was watching one of your videos and something you said I disagree with, I'm a probably annihilate you. You will not have a good day. I promise you that. I promise you, you will not have a good day. As I like to tell individuals, it may have been yesterday. It even might be tomorrow. But today, it ain't going to be your day. It's not. It's not. It's not going to be your day. You can think what you want. You can say to yourself, oh no, I'm a bad mother. I will hurt you. If you're a female and you think you're going to ask me something under the context of, I remember a woman of color said to me, I'm a great debater. She says, I'm a great debater. I said, well, where's your resume at? What shows have you been on? Where have you spoken at? Nothing. I said, so you're under the impression that you sitting up there arguing with your girlfriends or putting a nigga in his place is debating. You do know when it comes to debating, you got to take your emotions out of it, right? You do know that. Listen, lady, get the hell on. When you up your resume, come talk to me. Edmund Welch, he's here. He said, my mother asked me 2 days ago if I was still doing the this dad something. The this dad something. I just couldn't respond. I just couldn't respond. I would have to. Wow. I just couldn't respond. And I know. He said his mother asked him 2 days ago, "Are you still doing the this dad's something?" He couldn't respond to her like he would to others. Right. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. You know, but I'm not doing that no more. I listen. I told my brother everything that my mom need to know. My mom know. Dave Ramsey likes to use a term, and Dave Ramsey says you really stepped in it. I like that. I'm gonna help people understand. If you say something that I don't like, you stepped in it. And I'm a nice guy. I am. I prefer that to be the premise of how I live. But I want to be clear about something when I say this, and I mean crystal clear. I will not hesitate to put a person in a place, because this is what I believe now. You can listen to me and say, "Ah!" But here's what I believe. I believe that any form of disrespect is only the tip of the iceberg. I do. I believe that any form of disrespect is only the tip of the iceberg. You ever, any of you ever tried to blow up a balloon? Any of you ever tried to blow up a balloon? And if you always notice, when you first start blowing up the balloon, it's hard. And the reason why it's hard is because all that rubber, balloons are made of rubber, all that rubber is still close together. And then when you finally get that rubber to stretch, it becomes easy. And then you go, it gets easy. That's how it is with disrespect. Disrespect is looking for the first stage of resistance. You better have some there waiting for it. You better. You better. You better. You better. You better. A lot of you don't. A lot of you, and I mean a lot of you will post up and you will allow yourselves, excuse me, a lot of you will post up and allow yourselves to be disrespected. But think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. You ever notice that though? You ever notice that when you first blow up a balloon, it's hard. And then by the time you finish your first putting air in the balloon is stretched. And then what happens is it becomes easy because the rubber just stretches. And by the time you use that same gas of air for the second blow, it's just flowing. You don't feel any resistance. I promise you, that's how disrespect is. Disrespect will feel as though, and can you, Caesar said, Chris, can you please answer the question about that I posed about family? Can you just ask me the question again? Because I don't know how far it is up. Just, I'll answer the question. Just post it again for me. So disrespect is the same way. It's the same way. You better annihilate disrespect the second you see it. How many of you ever opened up a loaf of bread and seen one of the slices molded? Do you then say, well, I'm going to just take that slice out. Maybe the next slice is not molded. Or do you look and see one slice is molded, then you be like, let me ditch this whole loaf of bread? Of course you do. Once you open the bread and you see that it's molded, you may even turn it to the side and look through the plastic. Oh, yeah, this bread ain't no good. Throw it away. That's how disrespect is. When a person disrespects you, the conversation that normally comes after have some slight disrespect to it too. My family taught me that. This year, now I got my Norton virus. I got my, it's called, like I tell y'all guys, I'm a nerd. I add things up differently. It's called Nerdmatics. I do. I add things up. What's going on, Joe? I add things up different. It's called Nerdmatics. It's a very unique type of math. I do. I add things up differently. When I impose Nerdmatics, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Let me tell you something. When a person loves you, they ain't trying to hurt your feelings. They ain't. When a person loves you, they ain't trying to hurt your feelings. I used to date this woman. I was telling my friend about this yesterday. I used to date this woman. And when we first got into a relationship, this woman, she cluttered the pathway to my pain. Okay, that's a good question. I kind of answered that, Black, but I don't think you was here long enough. So, but I'm gonna answer the question. Good question, by the way. And then all of a sudden, that woman slowly start taking away the clutter that led to my pain. Because even though she cluttered up the pathway to my pain, she then turned around and wanted access to pain herself. But it was so much stuff in the way that she put there, she started moving stuff away. And I noticed. And once that happened, that was the woman that came and knocked on this door in May. And I posted, on Instagram. Oh, we spaded. We supposed to be together. Oh, this and all that. Lady, go on with your damn life, man. Get the hell on. Come on. Carry your ass on. But understand that when it comes to disrespect, and so let's be clear about disrespect. Disrespect is the equivalent to your cell phone having a virus, your laptop having a virus. It ain't gonna work the same. Yeah, you may press the G button now, but next when you say, hey man, it's all good, the next time you hit that G button, it's gonna jump into another screen. Why? Because you got a virus. Eliminate disrespect at its source. Do that. All right.